If you keep obsessing over your outcome, you're usually pushing it away. In this video, I'll show you what detaching actually means and how to use it so you can get what you want without forcing it. There's a frustrating paradox most people don't understand. The more you try and get something, the more it seems to move away from you. You want the relationship and it feels distant. You want success and progress feels slow. You want money and nothing clicks. So naturally you think, I need to try harder. I need to care more. But what if that's exactly what's blocking you? But in many cases, the problem isn't that you want something. It's that you are too attached to it. And that attachment is quietly pushing you away. Now let's clear something up right away. Detaching does not mean you stop caring. It doesn't mean you give up, become lazy, or pretend you don't want it. Detachment means you still want it, but you don't need it to feel okay. That's a shift. You're no longer checking constantly. You're no longer spiraling over delays. You're no longer making your peace dependent on that one outcome. And that changes how you show up in a powerful way. Because when you attach, your energy becomes desperate. You overthink, you overanalyze, and you try and control everything. You react emotionally instead of acting intentionally. And people can feel that. Life responds to that. Desperation says, I need this to happen or I'm not okay. But detachment says, I want this, but I trust myself either way. And that's confidence. And confidence attracts while desperation repels. So think about it. When you're obsessed with an outcome, you stop thinking clearly. You might overtext someone. You might force opportunities. You might say yes to things that don't align with you. Why? Because you're afraid of losing that chance. That fear leads your decisions, and fear rarely creates good results. When you detach, something shifts. You become calmer, you think clearer, and you stop forcing things that aren't working. And ironically, that's when things start working. Because now your actions comes from confidence, not panic. This is especially obvious in relationships. When you attach, you seek constant validation. Every text matters too much. Every delay feels personal, and you start chasing. But when you detach, you stop overperforming. You stop trying to win someone over. You stay grounded in who you are. And that energy is naturally more attractive. Same thing with success. A lot of people quit too early because they attach to fast results. They post once and expect it to blow up. They try something new and expect instant progress. When it doesn't happen, they spiral, and that's attachment. Detachment says, I'll keep going, even if it's not immediate results. And that's where real growth happens. Because success usually rewards consistency, not emotional reactions. Here's a deeper truth. Attachment makes you shrink. You become tunnel visioned. You think only one way, one person, one opportunity, but detachment opens you up. It allows you to see better options, better timing, better paths. So instead of forcing one door, you become open to the right door. And that alone can change your life. Now let's talk about how to actually practice detachment. First, separate your desire from your identity. You can want something without making it your worth. Start reminding yourself, I want this, but I don't need this to be okay. And that's a simple shift. It's powerful. Second, stop overchecking. Constantly checking your phone, your results, or your progress keeps you stuck in lack. Give things space. Let it breathe. Third, bring your focus back to yourself. Whenever you feel yourself obsessing, ask, what can I do right now to improve my life? There could be habits, health, your skills, your mindset. Detachment isn't doing nothing. It's redirecting your energy to what you can control. Fourth, trust multiple paths. Attachment says it has to happen this way, but detachment says this or something better. That opens space for better outcomes. And finally, build a life that already feels full. If your happiness depends on one thing, you'll cling to it. But if your life has meaning, growth, and balance, you won't need to. And that's when you become truly powerful. Because you're no longer chasing from emptiness. You're chasing from fullness. Now check the pinned comment below for helpful resources on detachment. So here's the final idea I want you to remember. You don't need to stop wanting more. You just need to stop gripping so tightly. Because the tighter you hold on, the more pressure you create. And the pressure blocks flow. So when you loosen that grip, you create space, space for clarity, space for better decisions, space for the right things to come in. So ask yourself, what am I holding on to so tightly that is stealing my peace? What would happen if I let go? Just a little. Because sometimes the reason it hasn't arrived yet isn't because it's impossible, it's because you haven't made the space to receive it. Care, but don't cling. Work, don't force. And desire, but don't depend. And that's the balance. That's how you finally get what you want. I'll see you on the next one.